like tools for life. Hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Servpro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're Servpro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Servpro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call Servpro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both a past with down-home customer service in-house and a future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Minot Auditorium, located right downtown in the Magic City, primetime venue for high school hoops. And today we turn our attention to the girls. It's a 7-2, number 4 ranked in the state. Minot High Magicians take on the 2-6 Firebirds from Devil's Lake. Welcome in and good afternoon. This is our Shields pregame show. Nick Hulberg, glad to have you on the call here today as we get set and ready for an East vs. West Showdown here on the PSP Network. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need from fishing to fashion. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, and so much more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you the pregame show here today. Shields can be found online as well at shields.com. Well, it's a matchup between the Minot High Majettes at 7-2 overall on the season and the 2-6 Devils Lake Firebirds. Minot High suffered a couple losses as of late, dropping them out of that top spot in the media poll. Minot High on the season losses to Legacy. That was on New Year's Eve. They lost 73-72 in a nail-biter. Then they also lost at Red River on January 5th. So last week they went over to Red River, and it was the Rough Riders that won 65-49. Minot High is a team that in the middle of this season right now, defending a state championship. Talking to Jason Schwartz earlier on here today, they weren't too terrified about having a couple losses on their name. Sometimes those losses can be good things. How do they respond moving forward is the question. And since then, Minot High beat Bismarck High, and then they hung 105 on Turtle Mountain on the 10th of January, just a couple nights back. For Devils Lake, this is a basketball team that played at Red River last night. They lost by a score of 68-32 as the number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota took it to the Firebirds just a bit. Let's take a look at those polls in the state of North Dakota. Then across Class A basketball, you see Century's at the top of the list for girls hoops. Are 5-2 overall on the season. Red River's 9-0. They moved up to number 2 from that number 4 spot. Legacy stays at number 3. Minot falls to number 4 after being in the number 2 spot last week. The Majettes at 7-2. Fargo Davies wasn't ranked in the last media poll. They're 8-1. They hop into the top 5. On the boys' side of things, it's Minot sitting at number 3 inside of the state of North Dakota. They're 8-1. They had a victory last night to improve their record to 9-1. That was a matchup at Minot High School. We had that call on the PSP Network last night. They beat 0-7 Williston. Century's number 1 right now inside of the state of North Dakota, according to the media. Mandan at number 2. Davies at 4. Red River at number 5 at 6-2. Mark your calendars now. Century and Minot play on Tuesday night. Minot boys are at home. Minot girls are on the road for the matchup against the Century Patriots. It's number 1 Century against number 4 Minot and girls. Number 1 Century against number 3 Minot and boys. On Tuesday night, we'll have the boys' coverage for you on the PSP Network. The girls will play on Beck Sports. Let's take a look at the standings inside of the WDA coming into this matchup here today, a non-conference affair. Century's at the top of the list. This is off the WDA website, by the way. Century not 8-0 in the conference. They're 6-0 inside of the conference. Legacy's at 7-1. 7-1 for Minot. Again, they're number 3 inside the West region. Bismarck, Jamestown, St. Mary's, Dickinson, Mandan are in the top 8. Turtle Mountain at 1-6 is number 9. Watford City 0-6. And the Coyotes from Williston at 0-9 on the year inside of the WDA. Don't have a graphic for the EDC, but we can tell you that Red River's number 1 out east, Davies is number 2, West Fargo's number 3, Cheyenne's at 4, Shanley's at number 5, Wahpeton 6, Fargo North is 7th, West Fargo Horace is 8, Devil's Lake is number 9 in the conference, out of the 12 teams. Valley City's 10, Grand Forks Central 11, and Fargo South rounds out the 12 that are on the list inside of the EDC. This is our Shields pregame show as we get set and ready for the showdown here today on the PSP Network. Nicole, we're glad to have you aboard. Let's take a break and come back. We'll talk to Jason Schwartz when we do. Get ready for the showdown here today that features some of the top talent inside of North Dakota for girls high school basketball. Should be a fun one today. Thanks for joining us. Plenty more to come on our Shields pregame show. We talk to the head coach of the Majettes when we come back.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, the Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, The Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, The UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibetto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, Servpro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The defending state champions in their home city. Not on their home floor today. We're at the auditorium here in Minot for the showdown of East vs. West girls high school basketball. The Firebirds from Devil's Lake are in town at 2-6 to take on the 7-2 defending state champion Minot Majettes. Nick Hulberg here on the call today on the PSP Network. This is our Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot and Bismarck has everything you need, from fishing to fashion, you name it. They have clothing, footwear, and gear for all of your passions. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. You can shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Find them online as well at shields.com. Well, today we see some of the top talent inside of the state of North Dakota. Let's start with the Minot High Majettes and a young lady that you see on your screen right there. That's Lily Bell. Lily comes into the matchup here today, scoring 20.3 points per game. That's good enough to lead the WDA. She's only a freshman. Yes, only a freshman. Pivotal last year for the Majettes in their state title run. She leads the WDA in rebounds as well, second in blocks. Maggie Fricky not far behind. She's a freshman as well, 15.5 for her. Second in the West region in assists. Minot High also fills it up with Lainey Will. She averages 8 per game. Aguilar averages 9, 7.2 for Bennett, 8.1 for Lundy, 11.6 for Tori Height. And Carew Lamore averages 7.7. Firebirds are led on the season by Claire Heilman. She averages 11 per night. Jolie Mortensen averages 5. Lainey Hall averages 8. 5.8 for Friddle and 10 for Freilich coming into the matchup here tonight. We're going to take a final timeout on our Shields pregame show. When we come back, Eric Schaefer will have the official introductions. And then we'll get set for the opening tip-off as the Majettes and Firebirds come together here at the auditorium. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Well, the matchup here today should be a fun one on the PSP network. Minot High averages 84 points per night. Firebirds at 64 per matchup. Send it down to Eric Schaefer for the official introductions.
At guard, 5'6" junior, number 12, Jaden Fraley. At forward, 5'9" junior, number 21, Randy Hall. At forward, 5'9" sophomore, number 25, Claire Heilman. And at guard, 5'4" sophomore, number 32, Tori Fee. Firebirds coached by Justin Wine and assisted by Tyler Barnhart. And now let's meet the Majettes. Starting at guard, the 5'8" freshman, number 2, Maggie Fricky. At guard, the 5'10" senior, number 13, at guard, the 5'9" junior, number 22, Avery Grundy. At guard, the 5'6" senior, number 23, Tori Height. And at forward, the 6'2" freshman, number 30, Lily Bell.
Well, there you have the official introductions tonight as we get set and ready for this Minot High versus Devils Lake showdown. Minot High coached by Jason Schwartz. Justin Klein in year number 12 for the Firebirds has the duties as the bench boss there. Starting lineups for Minot High, you see that Lily Bell with Tori Height, Avery Lundy, Maya Aguilar, and Maggie Fricky get the call here today. It's Jaden Fralick that starts here for the Firebirds along with Heilman. Also starting is Tori Fee. Also starting up front, Gabby McLaurin. And the final starter for the Firebirds is number 21, Laney Hall. Minot High will be in white uniforms here today. The Firebirds will be in red. We're underway for North Dakota High School basketball. Here on the PSP Network, live from the auditorium here in the Magic City. Minot High goes to work on the offensive boards, and it's Lily Bell getting the first points of the ballgame. Lily again leading the WDA in scoring right now for the Majettes, averaging 20 per night. She's got a takeaway there. And here comes Lily Bell running the floor with it. Drops it inside. Tori Height off the window. She goes up and scores 4-0 early for Minot High. On back-to-back possessions, they score buckets. And now going to work are the Firebirds. They work it around the perimeter outside. Comes back away here to Fralick. At the elbow, it's going to be dished off from McLaurin. Little dribble drive, nice Euro step in the paint. Can't get it to fall, though, however, for Tori Fee. And there's going to be a foul charged on the play, and the foul will be charged on Fee. That's her first personal. First team foul, first foul of the ball game. Officials for today's game, Todd Hoffman. With Danielle and Brad Hofforth here today. Beautiful rendition, by the way, of our nation's national anthem from Joe Chappelle here today. Great job to that young man. Tori Height in the corner. She's going to bomb one for three. She nets it. And Tori Height's got her first points from behind the three-point strike. That's three-pointer number 20 on the year. Bounced around on the rim, and then Fralick got it to fall. Fralick averaging 10 per night, leading the Devils Lake Firebirds. She's got her first points. Here's Fricky, pulls up. She unloads and scores. Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's 9-2 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Firebirds inbound the basketball. They do here, and they set it off down to Gabby McLaurin. McLaurin's got it. That one goes off the feet of Aguilar. Aguilar's going to track it down. She'll bring it up on the left side. Tori Height there to try to clean up that rebound. No good. Nice defense there from Tori Fee on the other side. And now the Firebirds have possession here. Comes away now to Height, and Height's going to run it again. Brings it up the floor. Now she slows up shop. Goes off to Fricky. The freshman here for Minot High goes back to Lily Bell. Lily Bell off the mark. Just missed off the front of the rim. Board pulled out of there by the Firebirds, and we go back the other direction as Heilman sent it ahead off to Tori Fee. Fee survey, sent it inside. Bell got a hand on it. Outside, Fee for three, no good. Comes down to Maggie Fricky, and Fricky runs the floor. State tournament MVP from a year ago, the All-West Region All-State selection in her 8th grade year. Here's a freshman. She's lighting it up for Minot High. Lily Bell missed from in deep. Comes back the other way now as Freilich's going to go up, and look out. Lily Bell comes up and says, not at my house. Big time block for Lily Bell. Second in the WDA in the block column for Lily Bell, and you see a big one right there. Averages 2.3 blocks per game. That was block number 20 on the season for Lily. Down to the corner. Here's a three attempt coming. That one off the mark. Comes away down to Aguilar. And Aguilar is going to run the floor. Here's the full court press is on here from the Firebirds. Aguilar back up to Height in the corner. This is Lundy. Back up top to Aguilar. Now in the corner. This is Bennett unloading. Swish. 11 girls scored against Turtle Mountain in the 101 victory. 101-51 the other night at Turtle Mountain. 11 girls in the scorebook for Minot High, and they're on that pace right now as well, as they've got buckets from Fricky, Bennett, Tori Height, and Lily Bell early on in this one. Ball's taken away here by the Firebirds. This is Friddle. Cameron Friddle dishes off down to Fee. Back inside. Friddle into the paint. Jump shot is up and in. Gabby McLaurin has her first 2 points of the game. Minot leading 12-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Maya Aguilar up top down to Lundy. Sends it across. Tori Height's open from three land. She nails it from downtown. Back-to-back threes for Tori Height. She's got 8 in the ballgame. Kissing the window and putting it home. Scoring the points there. Lady Hall, she's got her first 2. Tori Height down to the corner again. Goes back up to Bell. Minot's going to have to avoid the over and back from Aguilar. She lost a handle on the basketball. Now McLaurin goes in against Aguilar. And Maya Aguilar is going to pick up her first personal foul here in the ballgame. First personal, first team foul on the Majettes. And that sends Gabby McLaurin to the free throw line. 5'2" junior misses the first from the Servpro charity stripe. Servpro with 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water, cleanup and restoration at Servpro. And the Servpro free throw line here where McLaurin goes 0 for 1. Her second opportunity coming, trailing 15-6. That's the second. And she's got 3 points now in the ballgame. Maggie Fricky handles here over the timeline for the Majettes. Here at the auditorium here this afternoon into the early evening. Usually play at Magic City campus right on the Minot High School property. Brought the game over to the auditorium today. 5 games in total today for high school hoops here at the auditorium. All 5 of Minot High's girls teams played here today. Off the window, offensive is going to be the charge coming here as Claire Heilman went in after it. She's going to pick up the foul. Bennett had the feet planted. Conversation here right in front of us with Justin Klein, the head coach, and Dan Yeel. They have a conversation about the call on the play. Justin Klein's got a smile on his face. But as Firebirds trail 15-7 early on here tonight at the auditorium. Fricky from way downtown off the front of the rim. Comes back away down to the Majettes. They work it back up top. Bennett dished over to Lamore. Lamore off of the corner now for Lundy. And Lundy goes to work. Back to Lamore. Carew off the mark. She's going to get her own rebound. And Carew Lamore sends it back down to Fricky. Fricky to the baseline. Steps back. Puts it up. Gets it to fall. And Maggie Fricky has 4 points in the ballgame. Fee with the basketball now here for the Firebirds. Sends it down near the baseline. They work it back up top to Fee. Around the perimeter, they go down for Gabby McLaurin. Fee's got it again here. Lamore guarding her. Shot clock's down to 12 seconds. Firebirds going to work on the far side. Sent back over here from Martinson. Here's a jump shot that's off the mark. We'll have a jump basketball coming. And the arrow belongs to the Firebirds, so they retain possession of the ball. 10-point lead for the Majettes on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Nick Hulberg again here on the call today from the auditorium. Thanks for joining us for high school hoops. 3 attempt off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Firebirds. Friddle's got it. Touched by Lamore. Goes on to play, and Firebirds will get the ball back. Well, Devils Lake went 10-13 last year. Good enough for 6th place inside of the EDC. They did not qualify for the state tournament, but this is a team that's been a household name at the Big Dance in recent years. 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. They went on those occasions 18 times they've been to the Big Dance. Here's Maggie Fricke up with it. Fricke hounded inside. There's going to be another jump ball coming. Minot's got the arrow, and the Majettes will get the ball back. Lily Bell checking in with Tori Height. Lundy's going to check out. Also checking out for Minot High was Perez Coleman. Bennett checks out also. And Aguilar's back in for Minot High. Lady Hall checked out for the Firebirds. This is Aguilar with the basketball. Into the paint she goes. Step back, little jump shot. Didn't fall for her. That thing was almost completely down and then back out. Firebirds with Fee. They bring it back across the timeline. 11:42 to play here, the opening half of basketball. BNC National Bank scoreboard reads 17-7. Minot High's on top. Ball taken away by by Lamore. Went off of her fingertips and out of play. Firebirds inbound here with Cameron Friddle. Minot High boys had a victory last night against the Williston Coyotes on their home floor at the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Beat Williston 69-49. Matchup Minot High didn't shoot very well last night. Wasn't their best games by any means. They're still ranked number 3 of the state. Derek Descent was our player of the game last night. He had 28 last night for the Magi. Leaders in the West region for boys and girls basketball. The points per night column both come from Minot. Lily Bell, the girls. Derek Descent for the boys. Here's Lily Bell trying to put it up. She ends up on her backside. No good. Board pulled out of there by the Firebirds, and away was Jolie Martinson. Gets it off now to Friddle, and Friddle's going to drive in. Sends it to the far corner. Up away with it. This is Freilich inside. Aguilar's down with the rebound. Now Lily Bell goes to work, and Lily Bell runs the floor. Bell, a little Euro step, trying to put it up. Ball's going to be tossed away here by the Firebirds, and Minot will get the ball back. Lundy checking back into the ball game. Perez Coleman's going to check out. I'm sorry, Perez Coleman checking in. Lily Bell's going to check out. Into the ball game for the Firebirds. Presley Brown's in. Checking out for Devils Lake is Cameron Friddle. Aguilar throws it in here to Fricke. Back over to Aguilar. Fricke up top. She's going to unload for 3. Nothing but net for Maggie Fricke from downtown. And 7 points for Maggie early on here in this one. Minot's leads at 13. Firebirds working around the perimeter again. Freilich up top. Ball's going to come right near us. Here's Avery Lundy got a hand on the basketball. On a play on Minot, so Devils Lake gets the ball back. Fourth time on the year the Minot High's played a matchup on a Saturday afternoon. Minot High's 2-1 in those Saturday matchups. Their only loss on Saturday was on New Year's Eve, where they lost to the Legacy Sabres. Ball was charged on Minot High's Tori Height. That's her first personal. Second team foul. 2 fouls on each side. Aguilar takes it away, and Aguilar throws it up to Height, but there's a foul at midcourt as Tori Fee got in the way of that rush there from Aguilar. Fee's second personal. Lundy to inbound it right in front of us here. Aguilar in the backcourt. Aguilar's got two sisters that wrestle for Minot High girls wrestling. Two of the top wrestlers in girls wrestling in the state of North Dakota. Aguilar's got it here into the paint. Little jump shot. She was blocked on the play. Gets her own rebound. Now it comes back away here to Fricky, and Fricky's got it back behind the back. Back to Aguilar. Aguilar is going to commit the double dribble on the play as she tried to feed Fricky with it. Thought twice in the motion. Yeah, the Firebirds get the ball back. First half of basketball here today brought to you in part by our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open 8:30 to 7 on Monday through Friday, and Saturdays 8:30 to 3. It's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Also want to thank our friends at Planet Pizza. They bring you the matchup here today as well. Planet Pizza, anytime's the right time for Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. They have delicious pizza. It's my favorite ever. I've been all over the place. I tell you what, Planet Pizza truly is out of this world. Try that Blue Buffalo pizza. Up ahead, it comes down to Fricky, dropped off to Height, side of the bucket. She puts it up and in. And Tori Height has 10 in the ball game. That leads all scorers as Minot leads 22 to 7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Another jump basketball coming. Possession arrow belongs to the Firebirds. Well, when you look at the EDC and where the Firebirds play, there's some stiff competition out east. Red River and Davies in that media pool. Red River 9-0 on the year inside of the conference. They're 10-0 overall for a record on the season. Aguilar took it away off the inbound play. Aguilar ahead off to Height, dished off. Oh, she threw it to Fricky. Went off for her fingertips. Then out of play and went. Firebirds will get the ball back. West Fargo sits number 3 in the East. They're 7-1 in the conference. It's a good basketball team as well. They've been in and out of that media poll all year long. Kind of falls off a bit from there. Cheyenne at 6-3, 5-4 for Shanley, 4-5 for Wahpeton. Wahpeton sitting 6th right now. Then Fargo North, West Fargo Horace, and then you find Devils Lake at number 9 in the EDC. Lundy took it away. Fricky's got it. Fricky up the far sideline, back behind the back, kicks it up top to Lundy. Aguilar's wide open from three land, nothing but net by Aguilar, buries it from downtown. And Aguilar's got her first 3 points of the ball game. And the Majettes are cruising here tonight at the auditorium. 25-7 they lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Out of the timeout, the Majettes, after meeting with their head coach, Jason Schwartz. Slight applause from the fans here at the auditorium today. Venue that holds around 5,200 people when it's jam-packed. This is home to the Region 6 tournament every year for girls high school basketball. The district tournaments for District 12 are played here each and every year also for boys and girls. Inside of Region 6 for Class B boys basketball. They transition up to the MSU Dome. A few more seats up there at the Dome. This is a prime venue, however. You can notice those seats over on the far side, how steep they are. Isn't a bad seat in the house for watching high school hoops here in the Magic City at the auditorium. First ever broadcasts I ever did in basketball were right here in this same venue as the Minot Skyrockets of the Continental Basketball Association used to play here. Lamore with 3 on the shot clock. Drains one for 3, and Lamore picks up her first points of the ball game. 6 scores in the books here for Minot High. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers for the Majettes, and they lead 28-7. Shot underneath. There's going to be a foul coming on Fricky as going in after the basketball for the Firebirds was Friddle. Fricky picks up her first personal. 13 foul on the Jets. Big thanks again tonight to our friends at Jersey Mike Subs. They are a sub above. can vote for the player of the week this week on the PSP Network's Facebook page. It's brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's on North Broadway in Minot. 3 attempt off the mark there from Friddle. Ball goes on to play, and the Majettes get the ball back. Fricky to inbound to Bell. Pair of freshmen here for the Majettes. All state and all West region selections a year ago. Talk about a dynasty building here in the Magic City with youngsters like that. Goes off of the Firebirds. The fingertips were on it down and deep there for Presley Brown. The ball went out of play. Who's the team to beat in the West region? Well, Bismarck Century is the team right now that's receiving all the votes at the top. Legacy at 7-1, however, is a team that beat Minot earlier this year, and a team that's going to cause some trouble for a lot of teams down the stretch. Top 3 are kind of the clear cuts inside of the West region. Falls off a bit from there, but if you know anything about West region basketball on any given night, it could be anybody's game. 3 attempt coming, nothing but net. Draining that one is Jolie Martinson. And Martinson's got her first 3 points of the ball game. Lead cut to 18 as Lily Bell kicks it to the corner. This is Bennett for 3, no good. Bell gets her rebound. Ball's on the floor, the scrum for it, and a jump basketball coming here. Minot's got the possession arrow. Lundy and Perez Coleman are going to check in. Height and Bennett are going to check out.
Hey, the man down! No, on the side of the man! Timeout! 30! Timeout! 30!
Well, you can hear Jason Schwartz. He didn't like what he saw after his Majettes checked in. We'll take a break as well. 28-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot's on top. Jason Schwartz calls a 30-second timeout.
Right Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Well, out of the timeout, we're set. Minot High inbound the basketball here with Lily Bell. 6:40 to play here in this first half of basketball. Minot leads 28-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Bell inside, goes up, she scores, and she's fouled. Lily on her left hand went up and picked up her 4th point to the ball game. And then the foul was charged on Lainey Hall. Hall's first personal. Bell from the Servpro free throw line. She's 1 for 1. First personal on Hall, that is. Firebirds with possession here in the basketball. They work it around now with Hall up top. Comes away now to Ava Beck, and Beck sets it up from the point position. 31-10, Devils Lake trailing Minot High in this ball game here today. Firebirds hemmed in by Minot High here in their offensive zone. Shot clock's at 5. They need to hurry. Big block inside. Lily Bell got the arm in the way again with the help of Lundy. And now Lundy sends it down to Aguilar. Sent it back to Lamore. She's going to crash towards the rack, but the ball was stripped there. Comes away down to Lady Hall, and Hall runs the floor. She tosses it up down to Martinson. And Martinson looks for the outlet. It's Ava Beck up top. And Ava Beck goes to work here. Kicks it back into the possession now for Hall. Sent over from Martinson. Down low to Hall again. Ava Beck pulls up, no good. Rebound off the window, they scored. Lainey Hall's got her 4th point to the ball game. Carew Lamore checks out of the ball game. She goes right over to the Trinity athletic trainer here at the auditorium, holding her nose. Hopefully she's going to be all right. Ball's taken away here. Here comes Presley Brown. She goes to the other end of the floor, puts it up. She missed it. Then Brown's going to commit the foul here as she reached in on Maya Aguilar. That's Presley Brown's first personal. 15th foul here on Devils Lake early in this matchup today in the East vs. West Showdown. Minot leads 31-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Aguilar's got it, goes back over to Fricky. Fricky back to Aguilar. Lundy's open down low. She was calling for it. Ball's going to come back away down to Aguilar. She goes back to Lily Bell. Up top, Fricky unloads. 3, no good. Bell's there for the rebound. Towered up after it. Then Lily puts up a shot and she's fouled. Foul's going to be charged on number 21, Lainey Hall, her second personal. 16 fouls now here on the Firebirds. Sends Lily Bell to the Servpro free throw stripe, and Lily's 2 for 2 now from the free throw line. She's got 6 of the contest. Servpro with trained technicians in advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Servpro, bringing you the free throws here today. Lily Bell gets another one. And Lily Bell from the Servpro free throw line, perfect here at 3 for 3. 33-12, Minot leads. Devils Lake tried to keep the train on the tracks here against the defending state champions. Minot High running the floor down here with Fricky. She makes a move, puts it up, bounces in. And Maggie Fricky scores 2 more. 9 for Maggie Fricky in the ballgame. 35-12, Minot leads. It's a young Devils Lake team. They only have 1 senior in the lineup. Up off the window and scoring is Heilman. And Claire Heilman's got her first points in the contest. Minot's young as well. Lundy off to Fricky, then Lily Bell. This is a deep 3. Bell buries from downtown. 10 for Lily Bell now in the ballgame. 38-14, Minot's on top. Tori Hines going to chase after it all the way back into the offensive territory here for the Majettes. They get possession of the ball back. They go up top, Lily Bell, heat check coming, swish. Lily Bell from downtown, and Lily's got back-to-back 3-pointers, and Minot's leads at 41-14. Minot on pace to hit that century mark again here tonight. Tori Height with stingy defense, trying to take the ball away. Carrying the basketball is Fee, and now there's going to be a timeout on the floor as Justin Klein wants to talk things over. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, there you get a pretty good look at Todd Hoffman, one of the longtime officials here in the Magic City. A couple state tournaments to his name. Great guy as well. We sure appreciate those officials. Maya Aguilar crashes towards the board. She's going to be fouled. And Maya's going to go to the Servpro free throw line after the foul was charged on number 11, Cameron Friddle, her first personal. 17 fouls now here on the Firebirds. Aguilar can't get that one to fall. Maya Aguilar with her second attempt from the Servpro free throw line. That one's nothing but net. 42-14, Majettes lead. Firebirds with possession here. And the ball's going to be tossed away here by Devils Lake as Tori Fee tried to send it down to the corner. Minot High stingy defense caused that trouble, and the Majettes get the ball back on their offense. Big thanks to Hub International Insurance. They bring you the timeouts here today. Hub International, Josh Cattell and Michael Borman, the leading North American insurance brokerage for all your business and personal insurance needs. It's Hub International Insurance. Call them at 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance. Fricky checks out of the ball game. Bennett checks back in. Wide open underneath the rack. Avery Lundy up and in, and Lundy's got 2 points in the ball game. Those are her first two. And Minot leads 44-14. 30-point lead here for the Majettes early on. They've been impressive in this showdown. Kind of what we expected coming in on paper here tonight, but you never know with these East vs. West showdowns. Comes back to Lily Bell. Now Aguilar back to Bell in the corner. She unloads three, no good. Lundy went up after that rebound, but it's taken here by Fee. Tosses it ahead. Firebirds run the floor with it. Leak out, the play was there, and Claire Heilman's got 4 points in the ballgame. Comes back away now here to Lundy. She goes up to Aguilar. Under 2 to play in the first half. Minot up 44-16. Lily Bell, jump shot. That one hits the front of the rim. Comes back away to the Firebirds now. Now it's Fee back ahead. Up here to Presley Brown. Brown goes up off the window, no good. Bell down with the board, and Lily Bell runs and guns again for the Majettes. Bell had her pocket picked as from behind. It was Friddle that took it from her. 95 seconds in the opening half. Firebirds go to work as they set their offense. Towards the paint, there's a jump shot, no good. Bennett after the rebound, she's got it to Lundy. And now Tori Height's gonna slow it up just a bit here for Minot High. Height goes back down to Lily Bell. Lily looks back over at Jason Schwartz and takes the play call from the head coach. Shot clock's at 15. Minute 9 remains here in the opening half. Lundy open and deep. How do you like that play? Avery Lundy wide open. She's got 4 now in the ball game. And there's a minute to play here in the first half. The lead is back to 30 points for Minot High. Firebirds with possession open here in the near corner. This is Friddle. She'll drain one, and Friddle's got her first 2. Maya Aguilar's got it. Shot clock at 25, game clock at 41 right now, so Minot will have to get a shot off here. Comes back down to Lundy. She goes up top for Bennett. Aguilar open on the wing, sends it into Lily Bell. Back up top for Lundy. Now Bennett unloads, 3-ball, yes! Presley Bennett from downtown. 20 seconds to play, opening half. Kick back up top now as it's handled here by the Firebirds. Jump shot off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled out of there by Schock. Schock off the window, she scored. 7 seconds to play in the opening half. Got him down. Here's Lily Bell looking for the final shot. Step back 3 coming. Lily Bell trains it at the horn, and Lily from downtown has another 3-pointer. That's 3 in a row for the freshman. 52-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot on top and cruising here in this East vs. West showdown here today. Time for our premier chiropractic intermission report. We'll break down the first half numbers. Take a look at that media poll again of the standings in the West region. Through one half of basketball, all Majettes here tonight, 52-20. They lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
The way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Legacy Financial Partners, The Bone and Joint Center, Ask Fitness, Thompson Larson Funeral Home, First Choice Physical Therapy, The Hoopster, KX News, Century Eyewear, 701 Realty, North Country Sportswear, Morelli's Distributing, Qdoba, Jersey Mike's Subs, Nathan Stremick Signal Realty, Eyes on Burdick, Chuppy Health, Subway, The Beaupre Law Firm, Minot's Finest Collision Center, State Farm Paul Siebert, Minot Hockey Boosters, Prestwich Orthodontics, Hub International, The UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Roger Ward Moving and Storage, Ackerman S. Fold, Premier Chiropractic, Vibeto Orthodontics, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Jerome's Collision Center, Tires Plus, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, Sport Clips, Shots Crossroads, Planning Team Financial Advisors, Servpro, BNC National Bank, Shields. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report here at the Auditorium in Minot. Got some pretty cool stuff here at the Auditorium, including Minot Baseball Hall of Fame. You take a look at the Minot Baseball Hall of Fame plaques that are on the wall here at the Auditorium. Gentleman at the end of this is a good friend of the PSP Network, one of our voices, Mr. Scott Cattell, inducted into that Hall of Fame just a few years back. There's Scotty K. Longtime voice of Minot High and Minot State Athletics. You'll be enjoying this one right now. 52-20, Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We've reached our halftime, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com, our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. You can visit Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries at Premier Chiropractic, ND. First half numbers look like this. Leading the way here for the Devils Lake Firebirds. 2 players with 4. That's Lainey Hall with 4 and Claire Heilman. 3 for Jolie Martinson. She buried 1 from downtown. 2 for Friddle, 2 for Freilich, 2 for Schock, and 3 for Gabby McLaurin. That's Cameron Friddle, by the way. Her sister playing in the ball game here today as well. That gets Devils Lake to 20. Devils Lake went 1 for 2 from the Servpro free throw line in the first half. Minot High went 4 for 5 from the Servpro free throw line in the first half. They were led in scoring by Lily Bell, 16 points here in the ballgame. Next in line, Tori Heights got 10, Fricky's got 9, 4 for Aguilar, 4 for Lundy, 3 for Carew Lamore, 5 for Presley Bennett. She had a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer as well. And that's how Minot High gets to 52. As promised, we'll take a look at that media poll inside of girls basketball in the state of North Dakota. Century at 1, Red River at number 2, Legacy at 3, Minot at 4, Davies at 5. Century and Minot play on Tuesday night. That matchup in Bismarck for girls basketball. That game on the Beck Sports Network, the girls matchup is. That's a rematch of last year's state title game. Minot High will be at home against Century. That's a number 1 versus number 3 matchup in boys high school basketball. That will be on the PSP network coming up on Tuesday night. We'll have the call for you there. We'll also have Minot High hockey on the air that day as well, as Legacy comes to town to take on the Minot High Magicians. Girls Class B basketball. The media poll out in Class B right here in this neck of the woods. Jason Schwartz's old team, the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, are at number 1. Rugby right down the road at number 2. Thompson at 3. Central McLean at 4. Carrington at 5. Shiloh at 6. Central Cass and Mayport are at 7. Garrison's at 9. And Kindred rounds out the top 10 in Class B girls basketball. How about the boys? Well, 4 wins is number 1. Central Cass is 2. Grafton's 3. Minot Bishop Ryan is at number 4. 4-1 for a record for them. They hopped up from number 7 to number 4 this last week. Sargent County's at number 5. Then you've got Shiloh, North Star, Ellendale, Thompson, and North Border on the list as well. We're at our halftime here at the Minot Auditorium. The Majettes leading big time in this one, 52-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We'll come back with our second half of basketball. It happens next here on the PSP Network.
From Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Time for our second half with Devils Lake at Minot High here tonight from the auditorium in the Magic City. Nick Hulberg on the call here on the PSP Network. And the Firebirds come out early and score the first points of the second half as Freilich puts in her 4th point to the ballgame. From downtown by Aguilar unloads for 3, and the Majettes strike right back. 7 points down for Aguilar. She had 4 in the first half of basketball. She can bury for 3. Averages 9 per night for Minot High. Here's a runner into the lane. That one's short. Fricky pulls it down. And we go the other direction with Minot High up by a score of 55-52. Here's a jump shot from Bell for 3. No good. Comes back up now to Fricky. Back behind the back. Fricky had to go off the feet there. It's going to come up to Aguilar. Aguilar's got it at the half line. Got it off to Tori Height. And now Height goes inside. Lily Bell goes to work. Powers her way through. Bounces in. And Lily's got 18 in the ballgame. Wide open, Freilich, other end, puts it up and in, and Freilich sends it home. 4 quick ones for Freilich here in the second half. She's got 6 now in the ball game. Lely goes to work, left-handed scoop shot. Lely's got it. And Lely Bell up to 20 in the ball game. 59-24, Minot on top. Firebirds in red, Minots in white. If you're just joining us here from the Aud, Nick Hulberg on the call. Out of play on Devils Lake, so Minot gets the ball back. Second half brought to you in part by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Free virtual consultations, financing options that makes it easy to take your smile to the next level. You can call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. Mandad took down St. Mary's at boys high school hoops. They had the sweep on the day because the girls beat St. Mary's by 3 earlier on today as well. Chuck Claremont and Cole Higlin were on the call of the boys matchup on the PSP Network. Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont had the girls game earlier on here today. If you haven't done it already, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. 3 attempt coming, and from downtown, Tori Fee's got her first points of the game. Maggie Fricky inside, trying to put it up. She was blocked. Yeah, once again, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on all social media platforms. Make sure to hit subscribe on the YouTube channel as well. For 3, that one falls for Freilich, and Freilich's hot here in the second half. She's got 7 in the second half. Lely Bell towards the rack, count it. She's going to be fouled as well. Lely went up, she scored, and she goes back to the Servpro free throw line. Bennett and Lamore check in. Lundy and Height are going to check out. Lely Bell's at the Servpro free throw line. 2 shots here on the opportunity for the freshman Lely Bell. Misses her first here in the second half from the Servpro free throw line. Firebirds have the ball back and they go to work. 3 attempt coming again. Freilich other side of the floor. That one missed. And now it's going to be Devils like basketballs. Bennett touched it last. Well, you look at Minot High and what they've been able to do on the season. They've won 2 games in a row after those Rough Riders from Red River beat them up pretty good and in Grand Forks. Shocked some people. Other people on the east side of the state saying Red River's been legit all season long. It's going to be interesting come tournament time. Could somebody from the East region hang with Century or Minot High this year? That's the question mark that's kind of been around for a while now. As the Majettes and their dominance last year, of course, what Century's done in the years past, having one of the top players in the entire country. So foul on Minot High away from the ball. Lely Bell was charged with her first team foul here on the Majettes. McDonald's All-American and Logan Nisley off to play at Nebraska for the Cornhuskers. Almost a shoo-in, you'd have to think, for Miss Basketball this year. The way she's dominated. Bell's got a block down and deep, and Lely got all ball as Fee tried to pass that one over, and then Lely sent that one out into the seats. Yeah, and Century's got more power than just Logan Nisley as well. They're a stacked basketball team. Everybody's had that one circled on their calendar for a while. The Tuesday matchup between Minot and Century coming up this Tuesday night. Maggie Fricky by herself, other end of the floor, lays it up and in. Bell got it to Fricky, and Fricky scores. And then Devils Lake is going to turn the basketball over back on the far side of the court. Foot was on the end line, I think. Not sure what happened there. Either way, Minot gets the ball back here to Lamore. Carew Lamore went up trying to fire it up, but Freilich got the hand on her. Freilich's going to be charged with the foul. That's Jaden Freilich's first personal. Second team foul. And Carew Lamore goes to the Servpro free throw line for her first visit. to the charity strike tonight. She's 0 for 1. Drew Lamore comes from a bloodline of basketball. Father Chris Lamore was Mr. Basketball up in Newburgh back in the 80s. 0 for 2 from the free throw line as Lamore missed both. Firebirds with possession here. Down to the corner they go with it. Back up top it came from Brodina. Shot was off the mark, but there's going to be a foul inside. Todd Hoffman had it. And here comes Todd Hoffman with the call. Foul's going to be charged on Lamore. It's number 1 on Carew, number 2 on the Majettes here in the second half. Minot High leading 63-30 with 13:53 to play here in the ballgame. Pass sent inside. That one's going to go off the fingertips of Bennett. Head out of play. Mason Kramer is here today. Mason Kramer Photography. He is next level, let me tell you. Senior portraits and game action shots can be found at Mason Kramer Photography. One of the best in the business. Deep 3 attempt. That one's nothing but net as Tori Fee's got 3 on the sheet. 6 total for her. 2 3-pointers here in the ballgame. Travel to violation. Firebirds get the ball back. Lead's been hanging around 30 for the most part here in this ball game. Minot led 52-20 at the half. Bennett takes it away, and here comes Presley Bennett. She had the ball stripped from her. Firebirds run a gun now as they bring it back ahead. Here with Jolie Martinson. Martinson to Fee. Fee guarded up top here by Minot High's Laney Will. Laney Will from Minot High. She's a 9th grader as well. Sent inside, good look, but there's a foul inside as Eve Knudsen got the arms up, another 9th grader for the Majettes. And she picks up her first foul. Draws the attention of Tori Height coming back over to check in here for Minot High after this trip to the Servpro free throw line for Cameron Friddle. Friddle 1 for 1 here in the ball game from the Servpro free throw line as she nets her first. See on the bottom of your screen there, Justin Klein in his 12th year as the head coach of the Firebirds. Having a conversation. Second one was no good there for Friddle. There was a foul charged on Tylee Brodina for the Firebirds on the rebound attempt. Justin Klein from Wishick, North Dakota. Played college baseball at Valley City State back in his college days. He was the head boys coach at Warwick. I found it interesting. I asked him where he coached before his time at Devil's Lake. 16 total years with the Firebirds. 12 as the head coach. The others were as an assistant. Here's a deep 3 coming. This one from way downtown, and netting that one is Tylee Brodina. Brodina buries it for 3. And the Firebirds hanging around here against the Majettes. Anyway, I found it interesting when I asked Justin Klein. I said, did you have any success when you were with Warwick at that time? He said, the first year we went 2-17. The next year we went 9-13. And then I moved to Devil's Lake. We smiled and joked about how our brains as sports guys, how they work and how you can remember those numbers and some of those stats and some of those details and intricacies of the time that you spend in sports. To remember a record from almost 20 years ago of what your ball team did. Obviously, it was memorable working with Warwick at that time. Told me this is a young basketball team and it's a rebuilding year here for the Firebirds, trying to get back to that state tournament. Ball sent back up top. Comes here now into the hands of Martinson. Martinson delivers back off. Here's a runner in the paint. That one missed for Brodina. Lely Bell with the rebound. Minot starting 5 back in the ball game, and Lely goes to work off to Aguilar. Here's Aguilar back up to Fricke. Fricke spin move into the paint. Puts it up. Nothing but net for Maggie Fricke. 17 versus Turtle Mountain the other night. Second in scoring for the ball game. As Lely Bell had 20 in the contest. That 1-2 punch. The knockout punches, but still Minot High's got so much offense around them. That's been one of the questions for the Majettes on the season is there enough basketball to go around because so many kids are so good at it. Inside it comes down for Friddle. She puts it up and Friddle scores. Timeout on the floor. Full timeout, 65-39, Minot High on top. Here at the auditorium in the Magic City.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, we have to apologize, finding out now that the audio didn't come through for our conversation here with Jason Schwartz. It was a good conversation. I do apologize. We'll put that on the internet for everybody to see if you'd like to. That conversation with Coach Schwartz will put on our social media platforms so you can watch that later on this evening. Again, we do apologize about that. Comes away down to Fricky. Got it off down to Aguilar with the help there of Lundy. Height in deep, down to Lily Bell. Puts it out the window, and Lily scores again. 24 in the ball game for Lily Bell with 11:03 to play here in the second half. Tied up in a jump basketball coming. Well, you look back to last year, that title run for the Majettes. Lost to Century in the WDA championship. Century pounded them. Minot then played West Fargo Cheyenne in the quarterfinals. Won by 8. Then they played Davies the next night, beat Davies 64-57. Then played Bismarck Century. They had won 75-68 to that showdown. It was a 50-game winning streak that the Century Patriots had going. Minot won their first championship since 1978 with that victory. Lily Bell at the Servpro free throw line, and Lily will shoot her second. And that's the second. 69-39, lead back to 30 points here for the Majettes. Time to start voting on who you think today's player of the game should be, brought to you by Sport Clips. That happens in our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Maya Aguilar runs the floor, waits underneath, puts it off the window, and Maya's got 2 more. Nine for Aguilar here in the ball game. She averages 9 coming into tonight. Kicked up top, another 3 attempt. Firebirds hitting from downtown as that one hit for Tylee Brodina, her second 3-pointer of the ball game. Here's Aguilar. Head with the basketball inside to Tori Height. Outside, Fricky. Now Aguilar. 3 attempts. Short for Aguilar. Fricky there after Height tried to save it, but Height was out of bounds. Checking in now for the Firebirds comes Presley Brown. And checking out is Jolie Martinson. Well, Minot High on the season when they've scored 60 or more points in a matchup. They're 5-1 on the year. Team averaging 84 points per night. They hold their opponents to 61. It's a Devil's Lake team that scores 64 per night. Their opponents have put up 68 on average. Minot High over that threshold here tonight at 71 with 9:40 remaining here in the ballgame. One of the top 3 teams in the state of North Dakota in a lot of people's minds. Here's Height inside. The look came from Bell. Then Height couldn't finish it. Just hit the side of the rim, but she was fouled on the play. Foul's going to be charged on Tylee Brodina, her second personal. 6 team fouls now here on the Firebirds. Tori Height to the Servpro free throw line. First one for Tori is good. First visit here to the Servpro free throw line tonight. Servpro with 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Servpro. Tori Height's second attempt. Nothing but that for Tori Height. Minot shot well from the charity stripe here tonight. They were 4 for 5 in the first half. Four for 7 here in the second half. Firebirds at Tori feet. Taken away by Lundy, and Lundy's going to run the floor with it. Lundy on her left side, puts it up, count the bucket, and she's fouled. Avery Lundy's got her 6th point to the ball game. And Brodina is going to be charged with her 3rd personal. All coming here in the second half. Brodina with a pair of 3-pointers and 3 personal fouls. She's only an 8th grader. Future's bright for both of these programs, no doubt about that. Avery Lundy back to the charity stripe here for Minot High. Well, for the first time tonight, I should say. 5'9" junior here for the Majettes. As that one bounced around and into the old-fashioned 3-point play, converted from Avery Lundy from the Servpro free throw line. 76-42, Minot's on top. Firebirds working around the perimeter up top as it's handled here by Presley Brown, taken away by Fricky. She goes up, lays it off the window, and Fricky scored. 15 for Maggie Fricky. Lundy went up after it, got hands on it, but it went out of play on the far side. Right over to a couple of the magicians on the far sideline over there that sit and look on. Derek Doucette, Logan Conklin, and Keaton Ranke here from Minot High boys basketball today. Not a big crowd on hand by any means here at the auditorium. Turnaround jump shot, left-handed, no good. Fricky went up after it. Out of there comes Ava Beck. Comes away now to McLaren. Travels the violation. There's more fans probably on this side of the auditorium that we're on here today. Devils Lake fans on the far side. I actually prefer the other side, being able to see the player benches and looking right at the player benches. Not sure what the general rule is coming into the auditorium. There's Minot High fans scattered throughout, however. Travel the violation. 8:23 left in the second half. 78-42, Minot on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations throughout North Dakota and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Ball's up top here for the Firebirds, and Laney Hall dribbled over. Now it's going to be sent up off the window and in. And Cameron Frittle's got her 6 points of the game. Fricky going to work. Fricky pulls up for 3. Yes. Second 3-pointer for Fricky. She's up to 18 in the ball game. 7:40 ticking down here in regulation. 81-44, Minot High on top. Set back inside. Good look here off the window, and Laney Hall's up to 6 points. Here's Fricky with it. Back up now to Lundy. Back to Fricky. Minot setting the offense inside to Carew Lamore. Puts it off the window, and Carew's got 2 more. First field goal of the second half for Carew Lamore. She's got 5 total in the ball game. Down to the corner it comes, back up top. Worked away here from McLaurin. Dribble drive coming here from Schock. 2 shots coming from the Servpro free throw line here for Schock as she was fouled. And the foul's charged on Nevaeh Perez-Coleman, her first personal. Perez-Coleman, one of the few seniors in the lineup here for Minot High. That one took a bounce. It went up for Anna Schock and then fell through. She's got 3 now here in the ball game. Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads bringing the post game tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team can help you along the way. At Shots Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. can order online and pick it up at the store at Schatz Crossroads or at the restaurant. Store and the travel center there as well. There's a travel violation on the Firebirds. Friddle. Minot gets the ball back, and checking in here for the Firebirds comes Heilman. Out of the ball game goes number 21, Laney Hall. Bell sends it in to Aguilar. Devils like this year without Rachel Dolan. She graduated last year. Here's Bell downtown. No good. Then Bell went down. Height got the rebound. Height's out of there with it. Height sets it up now for the Majettes. Goes up top here for Minot High's Knudsen. Knudsen hounded there. Gives it off now to Maya Aguilar. Aguilar looking for the outlet. Tried to throw it to Tori Height, but she threw it away. Back to Rachel Dolan. She was an all EDC player. All-state second team selection and a Lions All-Star last year. Playing college hoops at Wayne State University. They miss her here this year. Ball comes back into possession here for Lily Bell. Now Aguilar's got it. Sent up now to Bell. Back to Aguilar. Aguilar dribble drive into the paint, kicks it out. Open three-land. Eve Knudsen nets one from downtown. The ninth grader from behind the three line. 86-47 Minot leads. Minot High looking to get to 100 again here tonight. That would be the fourth time this season. It would be the fifth time this season that the Majettes have put up a 100 spot on their opponents. Jump shot is good as Claire Heilman has 6 now. Minot scored 107 against West Fargo in the non-conference opener. West Fargo ranked at that time. That was a 107-75 victory for Minot High. That's a school record for the most points ever scored from the Majettes program. They opened their season that way. Then they hosted Dickinson and didn't take it easy on the Dickinson Midgets that night. They won 103-47. Scrum for the basketball. Perez Coleman in after it. Down and deep along with 25, Claire Heilman. And Heilman's going to be actually charged with the foul. Her second personal. Minot also put up 110 against Watford City. That would be the new school record. They beat Watford City 110-45 back on the 20th of December. And their most recent game and win was against Turtle Mountain, where they scored 105-51 against Turtle Mountain that night. So looking for another 100 spot here. Perez Coleman from the Servpro free throw line helping that cause. 13 points away right now here in the second half with 4:48 remaining here in the ball game. Perez Coleman can't get the second one to fall. Rebound pulled down by the Firebirds. They go to work. Big thanks again to the UPS store. All your packing and shipping needs can be handled at the UPS store in the Magic City. They're located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Firebirds with possession again. Freilich for three, no good. Rebound pulled out by the Firebirds. Shot was up, but it was Perez Coleman that had the block inside. Now there's going to be a foul charged on Perez Coleman, I do believe.
Foul number 10, Perez Coleman, second personal.
That is DeVea's second personal. 15 foul here on Minot High. Minot's in the bonus. Firebirds are not. And at the Servpro free throw line, this one is up with nothing but net for LeBron. And Savannah LeBron is into the scorebook with her first point to the ball game. LeBron's second attempt. Hits the front of the rim. Aberley's down with it. Goes back off now to Lily Bell. And Lily Bell goes to work here for Minot High. Lily out of the right hand. Goes up off the window, and Lily's got another one. 28 tonight for Lily Bell, according to my count. Ball scrum for it's going to go off the fingertips. Eve Knudsen was right there on top of it. So was Anna Schock. And they're going to say that Anna Schock touched it last, so Minot gets the ball back. Lily comes out of the ball game along with Aguilar. That brings the crowd applause to a volume. Lily's going to end her night with 28 tonight here for Minot High. Aguilar is going to end up with 9 points total in the ball game. Up top it came down here for Minot High. Back with it are the Majettes through the legs. It goes now for Everett DeShaw. Sends it inside. Trying for the shot from the side was Cindy Aberly. Strong defense there from Eve Knudsen. The youngsters in down for Minot High, and I say that their starting five aren't exactly old by any means. Ball comes back to the Firebirds inside. Freilich underneath. She puts it up and in. Jaden Freilich has 11 total in the ball game. 89-52, Minot High on top. To the rack, count the basket, and she's fouled. Everett DeShaw. And DeShaw's fouled. She'll go to the Servpro free throw line as the foul was charged on Anna Schock. And DeShaw's got the second one. Or, sorry, the converting of the old-fashioned three-point play, I should say. 92-52. Minot's lead back up past 30 at 40 right now. Here with 3:10 to play here in regulation. Once again, next up for Minot High, they've got Century on Tuesday at Century. A game that you can see on the Beck Sports Network. The boys are at home, as the boys will challenge Century here in Minot. That's Minot High boys against the Century boys. Showdown on the PSP Network. Pre-game show around 7 o'clock that night. Taken away here by the Majettes, and now it's Aberly that goes coast to coast with it. Into the paint, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Rebound side of the rack. Crashing up and putting it in, Everett DeShaw. And DeShaw's got 5 quick ones here since she came in off the bench in the second half. Up top it comes now again here for Anna Schock. Off to Ava Beck. Tweet at us at Network PSP on who you think tonight's MVP of this contest is. Once again, you can find us on Twitter. Follow us at Network PSP. On Twitter, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on Facebook and Instagram. Hit that follow button on YouTube as well and follow the PSP Network channel. Ava Beck misses from the free throw line. Minot's got possession here as they go to work now with Kinley Barch. Barch went down on the play. Ball's tossed ahead forward. Comes away to Ava Beck. Beck had a little stutter step. Goes underneath the hoop looking for an outlet. Finds it. Throws it all the way up. This is going to be an over and back, however, as tracking it back down was Brindley Gregory. And Minot gets the ball back with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to play here in regulation. Majettes up 94-52 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sent in from Knudsen. Off to Barch. Dribble drive up off the window, putting it through Everett DeShaw. And DeShaw's got 7 now here for Minot High. She's a 7th grader. 96-52, Minot High leads. Barch pulls up for 3, hit the front of the rim. Basketball pulled out of there by the Firebirds. The Devil's Lake goes to work. Kicked off into the corner now for Gregory. Sent it inside, taken here by the Majettes. Aberly off to Barch. And Kinley Barch has it here. Went through the legs, dropped it back off to DeShaw. She goes up top. Here's a 3 attempt coming. That one deep. And Eve Knudsen, the 9th grader's got her second 3-pointer of the ball game. But Minot High's at 99. 99-52 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Only one problem with that scoreboard graphic. I don't think it's built to get to 3 digits. The Jets sit at 99 right now as Barch pulls it back down. Yeah, Barch goes to work here for Minot High as they bring it across the timeline. Barch looks off, handles over here now to Lainey Will. She goes back up top. Eve Knudsen back to Will for 3. That one no good. Rebound pulled down by Eberly. Eberly ended up on the ground. No call on the play. Minot High fans came to volume behind us here. Firebirds with possession. Ava back inside. She's going to be fouled on the play. 2 shots coming from the Servpro free throw line. Coming here as Deschamps picks up her first personal. Then it sends Ava back to the free throw line. 0 for 1 from the Servpro stripe here tonight. Now 1 for 2 as that one falls in. Brodina checks in. Night comes to a close for Presley Brown. We have the second attempt here for Ava Beck. Rolled in, then out. Pulled down here by Barch. 15 seconds to play here in the ballgame. Underneath, Aberly wide open. Minot crosses 100 here tonight for the 5th time this season as Aberly's into the scorebook. 1 second to play in the ballgame. And this one over tonight at 101 to 53. Let's head to our Shots Crossroads. Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Minot High wins big tonight on their home floor.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame show.
Minot wins big on their quote-unquote home floor here tonight. They take down Devils Lake 101-53. Welcome into our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors can help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Find them online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight as well. Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. Talk about that banana cream pie all the time and how good Shots Crossroads really is. We got some text last night saying, don't forget about the caramel rolls. The caramel rolls really are delicious stuff also. Time for our game reset here on the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show here tonight. Let's start with the Firebirds from Devils Lake. They were led in scoring tonight by the 11 from Freilich. She only had 2 in the first half. She came unloaded in the second half. She had the team high with 11. 4 for Ava Beck. I'm sorry, 1 for Ava Beck. I do apologize. 3 in the ball game for McClure. 3 for Anna Schock. 7 for Friddle. That's Cameron Friddle. 6 for Brodina. 6 for Hall. 3 for Jolie Martinson. 6 for Claire Heilman. 1 for Savannah LeBron. And 6 for Tori Fee. They get to 53. They trailed at the half tonight, 52-20. They come up with 33 points in the second half. They went 5 for 9 from the free throw line here tonight. Looking at the Majettes, who pick up win number 8 on the season to improve to 8-2 on the year. Firebirds, by the way, fall to 2-7. 28 points for Lily Bell tonight. She led all scorers in the ballgame. 18 for Maggie Fricke. 6 for Eve Knudsen. 1 for Nevaeh Perez-Coleman. 2 for Sydney Aberly. 9 for Aguilar. 7 for Deshaw. 5 for Bennett. 7 for Avery Lundy. 12 for Tori Height. And 5 for Carew Lamore. Minot High scored 52 in the first half. They matched that nearly in the second. Get to 101 here tonight. They were 4 for 5 from the free throw line in the first half. In the second half, they had 11 chances from the free throw line. In the second half, they made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for 11 in the second half. 4 for 5 in the first half. 11 for 16 tonight for the Majettes. Final score here tonight, 101-53. Plenty more to come on our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. When we come back, we'll talk to our player of the game. Brought to you by Sport Clips. We'll do that when we return. We'll also have our move of the game here tonight. It all happens next on the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finra and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, poise, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. We'll hop right into our MVP of the matchup here tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips, and a conversation with Minot High's Lily Bell. Led all scorers tonight here at the auditorium in the Magic City. First things first, Lily, great job tonight. How are you feeling after a big win?
Good. It was really important for us just to get out here and just get up and down.
You guys did get up and down tonight. 11 girls for Minot High in the scorebook tonight. Touch on some of the players around you here. Obviously, there's plenty of talent, including yourself, leading the WDA right now. But when there's girls coming off the bench and contributing that way, it has to feel pretty good knowing that there's a supporting cast.
It's so good because like us, like we need like breaks, and we always I know we have a good bench that can just come in and do what we need them to do.
Devils Lake was gritty here tonight. A young basketball team as well. They seem to give you guys the best that they had here tonight. You're kind of used to that, though, aren't you?
Yeah, we are used to it.
Up next on Tuesday night, Century comes to town, and this is a rematch. How much are you looking forward to that Century matchup?
Good. I've been just mentally preparing my mind and just focusing on not just that game, but games before that, just so I don't hype myself up.
What does it take to beat Century on Tuesday night?
We just need effort and energy, and we just need the intensity to win.
What do you like more? Do you like the inside game more, or do you like shooting those threes? You had 3 of those here tonight. Seems like your game is so many different levels here.
Yeah, I like the inside game, but also if I have to work outside, I got to do what I got to do.
You did a great job here tonight. Congratulations. You're a player of the game.
Thank you.
That's Lily Bell, our player of the game here tonight on the PSP Network. She'll have her picture on the PSP Network social media platforms coming up in just a few moments after this broadcast here tonight. All right, time to move on in our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show here tonight. Another award to hand out here in this ball game. Time to look at our move of the game here tonight, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. It's Jobbers. Locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Where do you go with this one? Minot High puts up 101 here tonight. Is there a move of the game, or is it a series of moves in this game? I think it's the 3-pointers for me in the first half for the Majettes. Lily Bell had 3 of them. Lamore had 1. 2 of them for Tori Height. Presley Bennett had a 3-pointer. 3-pointer for Maya Aguilar. And Maggie Fricky had a 3 as well in this first half of basketball tonight for Minot High. That would be my move of the game tonight. How well they shot from behind the arc here tonight really boosted them moving into that second half of basketball. They led 52-20 at the break here tonight. For me, the move of the game was the 3-point shooting from the Minot High Majettes. They came in shooting 27% from behind the 3 stripe. Tonight they were better than that here in this ball game. That's our move of the game here tonight, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. Sign in online with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips. Get the MVP haircut experience. Fast, convenient, it's easy, and they do a great job. Sport Clips brings you the MVP tonight. Congratulations, Lily Bell. You'll be hearing that name a lot coming up here in the future for Minot High. You've already heard it a bunch. The All-State, All-West region player led all scorers tonight with 28. She's our MVP of the contest here tonight. Well, we'll have a busy schedule next week on the PSP Network. Boys basketball on Tuesday night. Minot High hosts Century. That's the number 1 versus number 3 matchup in the state of North Dakota. We'll have that game for you here on the PSP Network airwaves. Minot High at Century for girls basketball. We'll have that one. We won't have that one, but it will be viewable at Beck Sports. Watch online at Beck Sports or on your televisions over the air on Beck Sports. Minot High versus Legacy in high school hockey on Tuesday night as well. More action on the PSP Network all week. Check our Facebook page and the PSP Network for upcoming schedules. All the good stuff on PSP Network. Final one more time tonight. 101-53. Minot takes down the Devils Lake Firebirds. Till Tuesday night, Nick Hulberg signing off from here at the Auditorium in the Magic City. The Majettes are victorious tonight, picking up win number 8 on the year. And for the 5th time, they score 100 or more points, 101-53. Special thanks to Jason Schwartz for joining us tonight, and Lily Bell. Special thanks to my wife, Paige Hulberg, for running the camera for us here tonight. Great job, honey. All right, have a great weekend. Until next time, have a great night, and God bless.
Looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession?
Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.